Soybeans bounce back on Thursday as traders take a closer look at the weather, and USDA announces another round of export sales to China. Michelle Rook has more in Markets Now.
Grain and livestock futures both mixed on Thursday. Scott Berlick with Kwema Berlick joining us. And Scott, soybeans did see some recovery on Thursday. You know, do we try to hold a little weather premium in that market until we get some of these rains confirmed?
I think that's the last of the weather markets trying to see if cooler or wetter temperatures are going to happen or not. There's still some risk on the soybean crop yet. August is just so important. If we can get some moisture, it's really going to boost the yields on these soybeans. So getting a little bit of a boost. We've had some hot, dry weather. We need some of that moisture to materialize if it's going to continue a downward pattern or not. So all eyes on the weather yet.
Corn was down for the 8th day yesterday. How much more downside risk is there to that market, especially technically?
It's been an easy break for the corn here since they popped to 560. It's been a struggle ever since and unable to get some legs under it. There's been some moisture that has helped out some of the corn, and we're almost ready to completely turn the page away from a weather market in the corn sector, and we have what we have. And then we can turn the page and start to look at what's next for the corn. We're going to have to look at demand. We're going to have to look at the U.S. dollar and energy prices, and those have not been stories that have been aiding to the market. So the easy path now looks like we have that gap measurement down to 477, and then the recent low of 481 that we're going to target, and we're getting ever so close now. So that's going to be your line of support, and if it takes those out, it's going to be tough sledding from there.
And cattle market, nice recovery on Thursday.
Great recovery led by the feeders. And I'll say a little bit of the cash market. There was some regional bids in the north, started at 186, and then there was some 292 dressed bids, and there was silence. No trade happening. Boosts up to 187, still no trade. A little bit of rumors of some 188, and packers are showing some interest. I think that the producers still hold the leverage. We're trying to get some higher prices. Yes, there's a lot of money to be made when you sell these cattle, but it's so hard to replace them. That they're willing to stand up and say, I'm going to take a higher price on these if I'm going to sell them, because it's so hard to replace them. So the cash is leading. The cash feeders are leading. Still plenty of strength there.
Thanks for joining us. That is Scott Berlick with Kwema Berlick Markets Now, and we'll have more AgDay coming up.